After the birth of my son last year, we hired an awesome nanny to take care of my son so I could go back to work. And to make sure that she's well cared for and happy, I looked hard for fair care resources because I was struggling with questions about what is a fair wage, what's a living wage, and what do you do around vacation time. So with the team at Studio Rev, the art, media, and social justice nonprofit that I founded, and with the guidance of the National Domestic Workers Alliance, I created the NannyVan. Era labor laws provided most workers with things like minimum wage, overtime wage, days of rest, and so forth. But because they were largely African American, Southern lawmakers intentionally excluded domestic workers and farm workers from receiving those same rights. Most of the laws haven't changed for the past 80 years until 2010, when New York State passed the first landmark Domestic Workers Bill of Rights. But there's still a lot of work to be done. According to a recent survey in New York City, 98% of domestic workers didn't know about their entitlement to time-and-a-half overtime pay, which means thousands of dollars lost every year. The movement for domestic worker justice isn't just a labor issue. This is a civil rights issue, this is a feminist issue, this is one that affects working families. The NannyVan's goal is to involve workers and domestic employers in creating fair care tools that balance child care needs with the growing movement for domestic workers' rights. My hope is that the NannyVan makes this issue a little bit more approachable and fun for both workers and parents.
This is literally where the rubber meets the road, right? We passed a law, but this is only the beginning. Now we have to do our work to really get out there and educate employers, educate workers about their rights, and we can do it.
I mean, creativity is really key to being able to reach people as well. So if you are just very grim and determined and you just talk about all the horrible things, you know, no one wants to be a part of that, really. So you need to bring in creativity to address those really important, urgent issues, but do it in a way that really brings a lot of humanity to it.
Well, when I think about NannyVan, I think about mobility. That's one of the first things that I think about. And when it comes to mobility, it's very important to go into the community. It's very important for a project like the NannyVan to use that mobility to go to places where other organizations or individuals can't go.
NannyVan es algo espectacular, desde el color hasta todo lo que tiene, como tiene muchos dibujos que parece como la Mujer Maravilla, que eso somos nosotros, ¿verdad? Somos las Mujeres Maravillas.
¡Que las mujeres! ¡Que vivan las trabajadoras!
You think you're alone in this world, right? You think that what you're experiencing is something unique and is only applied to you. But then when you have conversations and you build dialogue with somebody else, you realize, oh, this happens to you too, right? And so that's one way to start consciousness, right? To create consciousness.
Once here in Boston, I found myself working 80 to 90 hours a week, doing all the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, taking care of the children, and worse, sleeping on a in-glass three-season porch with a bare concrete floor. They paid me only $25 a week. After 1 year, they gave me a raise of $35 and told me that I should kiss the ground that they walked on.
When we came over here, my mom let go of a home. She let go of a community, and most importantly, she let go of her more extended family. And she went from having her own home, working as a secretary in Monterrey, Mexico, to living in a garage in West Phoenix, cleaning offices. And I think that for her, it was a huge change, and it was a sacrifice that she was willing to make for us so that we can have a better future.
I've had a disability all of my life, and I rely on attendants for care. Using attendant care services has made it possible for me to go to college and get a master's degree in clinical psychology. By lifting up this work, by saying that these are real jobs that deserve to be treated well, we lift up people with disabilities and say that they also deserve to be treated with dignity and respect.
Yeah, NannyVan. NannyVan.